The glory warrior, Alexander the Great, cared only for one thing: conquering the world. He threw his army into battle without fear for defeat, as if he was immortal. And why wouldn't he think that? The man was on a victory spree for 10 years. His men were tired and wanted to return home so they could enjoy the luxuries they had won. But their king cared for no riches. He didn't even care much for ruling, only conquering. It was all going well for him until he hit a wall in India. Alexander lost many men while fighting Porus, his most challenging battle. He was reportedly wounded himself while his horse died in battle. He kept pushing his men, but across the river was another vast Indian army refreshed and ready while his men tired and weak. They begged Alexander to call it a day, call it a campaign, or call it an empire, but return home. Alexander was forced to comply. This was the beginning of the end for him. Infamous for his drinking habit, he went overboard one night and fell seriously ill. Before his death, his generals asked Alexander on who would be his designated successor should he die. He responded, "To the strongest one." This triggered a war between his generals. The Macedonian Empire was broken up into pieces before it even was a thing. But anyways, it was never about Macedonia in the first place. For Alexander, it was only about Alexander. He got paralyzed and was pronounced dead by physicians. Greek historians write Alexander's body didn't decompose for 6 days after his death, which proves that the warrior king was indeed a god. However, they failed to realize he wasn't dead to begin with. Modern-day scientists believe Alexander suffered from a neurological disorder, which had put him in a coma. It is very possible that Alexander heard the plots of his men before he was buried alive. Like and subscribe for more historical insights.